Hello and welcome to today's 15-minute morning flow for some extra mobility. Grab your mat. We're going to start crisscrossed on our mat. You can sit at the top of your mat or you can sit at the side with me, whatever feels best for you to start. We're going to keep our legs crisscrossed, hands right to your heart, bringing your crown of your head up, roll the shoulders back, take a nice big inhale and empty, and then start to take neck circles in both directions. Really finding every pop. And then come back to center. Re-raise the crown of your head. Reach your arms up high. And on the exhale, twist your left hand comes to right knee, your right hand behind you, looking over your right shoulder. And then reach up back through center and twist off to the left. Right hand hooks on left knee, glance over your left shoulder back towards your wall. And then back through center. Now we're going to do something a little different today. So I want you to scoot your butt back, keeping your feet where they are. You're just going to inch your feet further apart so that your knees become parallel, so that your shins become parallel like an equal sign. So keeping your feet as far forward as you can as you scoot your glutes back, and then you take your feet out a little bit wider. Right here, we're going to be externally rotating our hips, and you're welcome to take your hands down just for a little added pressure. You might feel a little bit of a stretch in your ankle, that's okay. Whatever feels good but doesn't hurt as we allow ourselves to stretch and open up here. Maybe there's a little bit of pressure. Maybe you tuck your chin into your chest to add a little more. Take a big breath in and empty. And then you're going to take your top shin, so your right shin, pull it behind you so that you have sort of a pigeon pose in the front, and then your right leg's just behind you. You're going to lean in front of your pigeon pose and maybe towards your foot, whatever feels best here, just devoting down, getting a nice stretch in the hip. Take a big breath in, empty it out. Do another breath here and allow something to soften. Maybe you can scoot your elbows out a little bit, creating more space for your head to drop down. And then we're going to come back to our seated position. Since we took our top ankle over, we're going to take our bottom ankle on top this time. We're going to scoot our feet out to the sides, creating those equal signs with your shins. And then push your hips back. So sit back a little bit further, bring your glutes back farther away from your heels, and then start to add some pressure, your forearms onto your knees or onto your thighs, hands together, chin to chest. Big breath in and empty. Just holding for a couple breaths, a couple moments here. Again, looking for a stretch, not looking for pain. So if it needs to be minimized, if you need to take your feet in a little bit closer, or if you need to sit your glutes in a little bit more, do what feels best in your body here. And then we're going to take our top shin behind us. And then you're going to angle towards your front foot into a sort of half pigeon pose, taking your elbows down, directionally angling your body towards your toes. Take a big breath in and empty. Feeling some pressure in the right hip here. Hold yourself here. Come to your breathing. And then we're going to start to make our way out. We're going to set up in a sphinx pose. So you're going to roll onto your belly. You're going to take your hands, your forearms down, pressing the palms of your feet and your thighs into the mat, keeping your ears far away from your shoulders as your gaze goes up. Take a big breath in and empty. Using this time just to strengthen the spine. One more breath. And then we're going to come down to cactusing our arms out, laying our forehead down on the mat. We're going to roll off over our left shoulder, keeping the same cactus. You don't have to bend your knee. You can straighten your leg and just place your toes behind your other foot. Or you can try to bend your knee if this doesn't feel like too much for your shoulder. Just getting a nice stretch here, no pain. Big breath in and empty. And then swing your right leg off to the right side, sort of like a frog position, but just on the right side, so a half frog. You're gonna take your hands back up like you were gonna do with Sphinx, like you would take them down, and just holding yourself here. We're gonna lift and lower our right leg. So you're keeping your knee down, your knee is parallel with your hip here. You're keeping your knee down, you're just lifting your foot. And it's okay if it doesn't lift too far off the mat. It's okay if you want to shimmy over so that your knee is supported with your mat, a little bit of extra cushion. You're going to lift and lower with a flexed foot here. Lift and lower. We're going to lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And then we'll lift one more time. Maybe you can get a little higher for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take our right arm, thread it under the left, and allow yourself to roll onto your back. Taking your arms out to a big T. Just breathe in and out. And then happy baby, hands to the outsides of your feet. Gripping on here, pressing your low back into the mat. Fill up. And empty. And then hug your knees in tight, rock side to side. And then allow yourself to roll back down to your mat. Cactusing out your arms once again. And rolling off over your right shoulder this time. So you can bend your knee, you can use your left hand for some support. Or you can extend your toes out, just placing them behind your right foot. Take a big breath in and empty. And then take your left leg to a half tree or to a half frog. Setting yourself up just like you would with Sphinx, your elbows down, forearms down, fingertips pressing in. And we're going to lift and lower our left foot. Lift and lower. Doing that again, lift and lower. And if you need extra cushion, you can scoot onto the side of your mat so that there's room for your knee to be supported. We're going to lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower. And lift for 3, 2, 1. Lowering down one last time. We'll do one more lift, and this time trying to get a little bit higher for 3, 2, 1. Now take your left arm under your right arm, extend your legs out, and just roll onto your back. Scooting yourself onto your mat if you came off, taking your arms out to the sides. Take a big breath in and empty. Pencil stretch, reach your arms up overhead. Reach your toes out nice and far. And then we're going to inch everything over to the right. So your toes to the right side, your left ankle over right, your top body over to the right side, maybe pulling your left wrist, taking a banana stretch. Big breath in, empty out. And then we'll walk it over to the other side. So scooting your heels, crossing your right ankle over left, and then top body moves to the left side, pulling your right wrist over to the left side. Big breath in. And empty. and then come back through center. We'll set up for Shavasana, so you'll take your hands by your sides here, maybe tucking your shoulders underneath. If this doesn't feel great for your low back, you're welcome to bend your knees, taking your feet out to the sides of your mat. Whatever you've chosen, just start to settle, start to drift. And then start to bring some attention back into your breathing. And empty out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And if you haven't brought your knees up already, do so now. We're going to sit up, taking our hands behind us and just rocking our knees for 90-90s, trying to tap both sides of your knees down at once. And it's okay if you have to scoot your hands or your glutes in if they start to slide. Just a couple rounds here. And then you're going to sweep your legs in front, crisscrossing once again, taking your hands to heart center. We'll do 2 breaths in before we exhale. Fill up. 1 more. And empty. Maybe you close your gaze. Maybe you soften your eyes. Allow your shoulders to settle down below your ears. Allow your forehead to soften. Maybe peeling your tongue off the roof of your mouth. Maybe opening your mouth wide, releasing in your jaw. Just allowing your whole body to be hit with a wave of softness, of comfort. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed this time together. I did. If you would like to subscribe, follow along with more videos, I'd love that. If you would love to share this video with someone else, please do. Otherwise, have a great day and I hope to see you again. Take care.